All right, here's something cool. It's only been 3 minutes since we listed these, and I already got a like. If I refresh, see if I got any more likes. One like there, one like there. There's only 2 pages I actually had fans on. This one is brand new fans. See this. This one was 7 minutes ago. Oh, look at that. We got 2 people liking it there. We got a person liking it there. 7 people saw it. Cool. Already got some action going on. So what we want to do is get into the Powereditor. So logged into my my account here, and I go to the left-hand side and click on Powereditor. And if you don't have Powereditor installed, it's just a Chrome plugin, so you can only get to the Powereditor using the Google Chrome browser. The browser's free, so is the plugin. So you can. I don't know how to install it. I don't remember. It was like 6 years ago or something like that, maybe even longer, when I first put it on my browser. But as soon as you click that link, that Powereditor link, it'll probably give you instructions on how to install the plugin. So I'm going to select my account and download all the data. Takes a bit here. Okay. And I'm going to go to not uploaded and campaigns. And so what I want to do is this. So I'm going to try to explain it with my handy dandy little pen again. I'm going to create 2 campaigns. So I have 1 campaign and 2 campaigns. And what I'm going to do is page post engagement for both of them, because these are passionate niches, and I want people to share and talk, communicate, say nasty things in the comments. I want that. I want people to get involved with those shirts. And then what I'm going to do in this campaign is I'm going to create 5 ad sets. So in one campaign, it's going to be for the bleed shirt. So BL for bleed, and I'm going to make 5 ad sets for each individual shirt. Okay, so this one will be Boston. This one will be the bleed for Boston, bleed for Blackhawks, bleed for LA Kings, Montreal, and Rangers. And then over here, I'm going to do the same thing, but for this campaign, this one is going to be all for the one more before I die design. And they'll all be page post engagements. You know what? I'll get that right someday. So all the way down 5 here as well. So that's basically what I want to do. And we're simply going to be sending directly to those posts we already created on all those fan pages to make it real easy. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to bid $25 on each ad set. $25 a day on each ad set. And I'm going to do optimized CPM. So let's get started. Just got to get rid of my pen. There we go. So let's make a campaign. Make 1 campaign. And I'll just call it, let's go NHL-bleed auction. And I'm going to do post page. I still can't get it right. Page post engagements. Create. And then we'll go to ad sets. And now an ad set is where we're going to create one for each shirt. So this is the bleed campaign. So the first one I'll do, let's just go Blackhawks. So I'll do bleed. Why is it doing that? Okay. Bleed dash black Hawks. Create that ad set. Set that to 25. And then in here, we'll create an ad. Hit the create ad button there. I'll just call this bleed Blackhawk, bleed Hawks ad. We'll create that ad there. And then what we do is we find our page. So it's going to be the Blackhawk fans. and see the latest one that came up there. So I got to select the right one. So I want the show off your passion, the one that says bleed on it. And I'm going to go desktop and mobile. I want to select my pixel that we created. So I'm just going to stick in Black Hawks. No, that's the other one. Let's try bleed. Maybe I didn't make one for that yet. I thought I did. I most likely called it something else. Let's go down to the bottom here and see if we can find it. Bleed Rangers, LA, Boston. Alright, I had to pause the video and go create the pixel a different way. Actually, I created the pixel and I named it incorrectly, so I had to go back and rename it and redo it again. So anyway, I paused the video and I got back to where I was here. It's named Hawks. Bleed Hawks, that's the one. Select. Okay. And I don't really need to put an optional URL tag because I know I'm only going to have one ad per shirt. Like I can if I want. I can go FB equals ad 1, but it's kind of useless because like I know that, well, I'll do it anyways. Actually, no, I won't. Because the link is actually in the post and the post won't have that in there. It might though. Actually, they will. That's a good idea. Okay, yeah. FB equals add 1, A1, and I'll know that this will be applied in the Teespring analytics for this one ad. There's only one ad per shirt, so I'll know that where it's coming from. But it'd be nice to see how many clicks come through. So okay, so I'll go to audience, and I'm going to do everything really basic here. So it's just going to be United States from 18 to, I usually like going 56, and the interest is going to be the Blackhawks, Chicago Blackhawks, and then I'll do one behavior, which is going to be purchase behavior, purchase profile, buyer profiles, and in here sportsman. I've had success with this one, so I'm going to stay at that. So basically I'm just searching targeting everyone in the United States from 18 to 56 that like the Chicago Blackhawks that Facebook has identified as being into sports really heavily. So it went from like 5 million down to 320,000. So a lot more targeted than 5 million, put it that way. So that's who I want people to see my ad, and I'll go optimization. I'll just do CPM, optimize CPM, and just leave the default. And that's it for this ad. And so I'll continue on, and I'll do for all the other shirts for the bleed concept. So let's go and do another one. And what I can do is just simply copy this, but the thing is, like there's different interests and there's different everything. So just create a new one. So go to ad sets and create a new ad set, and we'll name this one. Let's do which one first? Let's do the Boston one next. So Boston. And then select this, just go to ads and create new ad. And I want to do this existing, so I want it in this campaign. Then the ad set is Boston. And then I'll just go Boston ad. I think that's what I did for the other one. Yeah, Boston ad. And then here, just do the same idea. I've got to go to the Boston page. Boston Bruins fans, and go to show your passion. Do the same thing. FB equals A1. Newsfeed and desktop. or sorry, desktop and mobile. Audience. United States. 18 to 56 again. I could probably go higher than that too. I don't know, I'll stick with that for now. Interest. Boston Bruins. 1.6 million. So let's go down and narrow that down to purchase behavior, buyer profiles, and sportsmen. That's 260,000. What if we expand out the age to 64? Adds another 20,000. It's a pretty bold shirt, so I'm not sure. I'll just stick at 56 for now. The one thing you can do is open it up, like open up the age group. So you know what? I'm just going to do 64 on both of them here. Open it up, because if you find one that's actually working, then you can dial in the ages after. Optimization. CPM. Now that's interesting. Optimization here says $5 max, and this one says 30. I'm guessing the reason is because there's a lot of people bidding in the network for Chicago stuff right now, so probably why it suggested higher than here. I'll just leave the default for now. Make sure everything's good. I always like to double check, make sure the shirt is right. Oh, I didn't add the correct pixel for Boston. So Boston, I got to go here and select pixel and just type in Bruins bleed. Select that one. All right, so now we have two. So let's go ahead and add another ad set, and we make sure we set that ad set to $25. This time, let's just copy this one. So let's just duplicate the Boston one. And then this one, we're going to do Kings. Let's do the Kings. And go to the ads. And look for the Kings here and change this to Kings ad. Change the pixel to Kings. Maybe I didn't do one for the Kings. Oh, there, LA bleed. There it is. And I have to delete the other one, the Bruins. You don't want that one there, just the LA. And that's selected. And you want to go with the Kings page here. LA Kings. There we go. So everything's good there. Now let's go to the audience. Swap this out for LA Kings. LA Kings. How about Los Angeles Kings? I can't spell it. Los Angeles. Oh, there we go. Okay, Los Angeles. Kings. There we go. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. 152 million. Whew. Oh no, sorry, 152,000. Sorry, that's good. That's what I want. Out to my CPM. So it's all good. Make sure that I got the right ad. I got the right pixel. All right, good to go. That's 3, so we got 2 more to do. Oops, cancel. I want to go into ad sets and duplicate an ad set. I'll say this one is the Canadians. Go to the ads, look for the Canadians one and change that to Canadians. so go through the same thing again. Oops. Delete. Select the new pixel. Okay. Bleed. There it is, Montreal. I keep... probably it makes sense to name them all the same way. Okay. Go to audience and make sure we enter in the right interest. Montreal Canadiens. 40,000. Doesn't seem like that many, does it? Not sure if that'll be applied. Oh, I know why. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's get the main one. So it's Montreal Canadiens. That's the one there. And I need to change it from, or add Canada. So we'll add Canada. And it didn't increase there. What if we remove the behaviors? 1.4 million is pretty high. I am guessing that if I take out the United States, behaviors may not be applied to Canadian users. We'll see here. Sportsmen. Yeah. See, it's not applied, unfortunately, so I can't use that one, but I can use a different one. Purchase behavior, purchase habits, and do online buyers. I think most of these are applied to only people in the US. These targets are not useful for Canadians, so I'll have to actually go with that for this one. 1.6 million, that's pretty high, so that's okay. We'll see how that one goes. So let's make sure we got the URL tag, got the right, got the bleed shirt, desktop newsfeed, got the right tracking pixel, the audience is right, Canada. Might as well stick in United States in there, why not? 18 to 64, Montreal Canadiens. You know, there might actually be not that many people in the US that like Canadians. I'm not sure. Just thinking over in the West. In the East. I live in the West, so I've never actually been to Montreal before, so I'm not sure if there's a lot of US fans or not. Something I'd have to test. So that one looks good. Let's go back to ad sets and do one more. So I'll just do one more here, and then I'll make the other campaign and do all that while I pause the video, so I don't have to torture you going through the whole process again. And so this one will be the Rangers. Go through the same process here, find the Rangers. Get rid of that pixel, get the new one. United States location, and we'll change the interest to the New York Rangers. You can always tell which one is the main one, because when you mouse over, you can see over here if there's like millions of people for an NHL team, you know that's the main interest, because sometimes people like other interests will show up here for like different pages and things. I want the main one. So let's go down here again and get purchase behavior. Where's the buyer types here? There it is. Sportsman. That drops it down. Let's go targeting. Optimize CPM. Double check. So everything looks good. And then last check you want to do is you can go through the ad sets and make sure it's all $25. So 25, 25, 25. Yep. And go to all the ads and just quickly go through to make sure that you've got the right image, right? So they have to all they have to say all bleed, right? These are the bleed campaign. So bleed, 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 bleed. I'm also checking the little link here, make sure they're all say bleed as well. Okay. Then I always like to double check all of the tracking pixels. That's Rangers, Montreal, LA bleed, Boston, and the Blackhawks. And finally, I like to make sure the audience is right. So United States, yep. Blackhawks, Sportsman. So Boston, United States. Boston Bruins, Sportsman. Kings, United States. Yeah. Good. Good. It's always good to double check and triple check. You never know. I've made so many mistakes before. By accident, you got to go close it down, make a new campaign, do it all over again. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I guess you can't see what I'm doing there. I'll have to decide a bit. So I'm just double checking everything. Everything looks good. So we have our first campaign done. All 5 shirts in there for the bleed. I'm going to make another campaign and I'll come back and then we'll go ahead and upload all of these to Facebook. Alright, so I've got it all done there. I've got the bleed campaign and the one more campaign. So if we go into all the ads, we can see all 10 of them there. And I went through and double and triple checked every one of them, so I think I got them all right. I did rename them a little bit. I added one more to all the one mores and bleeds to all the bleeds, so I can see from ad set, and campaign easily to recognize which is which. So I went through all. Now one little change I did do is, you know, on the bleed campaigns, I did the audience and I targeted sportsmen, with the exception of the Canadians, but you couldn't use that one. And what I decided to do up here is not use the sportsmen. So these ones are all very broad, like 1.7 million, 1.7 million there. So like these are the one mores are all broad, because remember, we're sending traffic to all these one more shirts, but each and every one of these shirts is also linked to these shirts, and these ones are also linked back to those shirts. So in essence, this traffic can like kind of leach out, will trickle down to the other campaigns both ways, bi-directional. So might as well try that, get most bang for my buck. And I've only set it to $25 per ad set. So there's 10 ad sets, so I can spend a maximum of $250 today. And again, like I did with the last whole example, this whole setup was just for example purposes. I literally spent only one day designing all 10 of those t-shirts. I just want to show you guys a real example that could possibly work, but better than just a generic example. I didn't want to come in here and just make a shirt that says this is my shirt and start doing all these examples. I really wanted to show you like more detail involved with how to do this. So now that I'm all done here, I'll go in 2 campaigns, and I'm just going to go ahead and select both those campaigns. So I went to not uploaded, and I'll just select this one, hold down the shift key in my keyboard and hold down the next one, get them both selected, and then at the top, let's go ahead and upload, and hopefully everything goes good. 2 campaigns and 10 ads, 10 ad sets and 10 ads, and there we go. We are live. So if I go to my ad manager, see my 2 campaigns there. It says active already. Well, that's pretty quick. We just hit the button. Is that? Well, one of them went active. this one here. Pretty quick. Okay. Oh, it looks like there. How many are active here? One active. Still in review. All right, so that's it for this video. I guess I've done pretty much everything. We've created 10 campaigns and we've organized them in an easy to read way. So when you click in here, we'll be able to see all of our all of our ads. Real quickly, you can see all the costs and cost per engagements and all that stuff. And remember, each and every one of these campaigns is being tracked from my Bitly account. So if I go into my Bitly account, we should be able to see all of them in there. And all the traffic that's coming real time. So I'll know when it's going to start happening. So these are all of them there. 3 clicks there for the New York, the Montreal Canadiens, the LA Kings. So all 10 pixels are in there. And I can easily go through. Another thing is I can go to my stats section there. And it can show all my stats of all my links there. I can quickly see on a single dashboard here all my clicks, all my traffic coming in. So I'd imagine that it should start coming in probably within the next couple hours. And it's almost 7 o'clock at night. So I will see if we'll get any sales by tomorrow. But again, this is just a pure example. I'll be surprised if some of these catch on. You never know. Maybe 1 or 2, hopefully. All right, well, that's it for this video.